Means hot air and water temperatures, rainy afternoons, and blue-green algae. It's something we're used to.
Absolutely, but a 260 square mile of algae blooms on Lake Okeechobee is that unusual. Week News environmental reporter Liz Byro shares how that bloom could impact the water in our backyard.
You don't have to be a scientist to see this video and know the water doesn't look great.
This is going over Lake Okeechobee.
But I showed it to a scientist, FGCU algae expert Barry Rosen, to hear what he has to say about it.
I see blue-green algae. Big windrows, I would call it, of algae that have floated up from lower down in the water column.
The video is from Ralph Arwood as he flies 12 miles over Lake Okeechobee.
This is very normal for this time of year when you have a very large lake with plenty of nutrients, plenty of sunshine.
From early May until now, satellite images from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, show how blue-green algae developed and moved.
It's all blown to the southwest part of the lake, and that's where you go from the greenish, bluish colors on the satellite imagery to the bright yellows and oranges. So that brighter color tells you you've got more chlorophyll out there, more biomass of algae.
What we saw now is the result of a fairly rapid growth in the last week or so, 2 weeks, and the growth now will slow down, but it may continue. On the movement, that is very much driven by wind.
While these satellite images help lake managers, NOAA oceanographer Rick Stump says they're also there for the public.
To have an idea of what they might be looking at and where things might be.
To keep them safe. That's also the job of Florida's Department of Environmental Protection and Department of Health.
FDEP gets the water samples either directly or from the South Florida Water Management District. They do the analysis, high-level analysis of the quantity of toxins there, and FDEP also identifies the organisms that are there. But then it's up to the Florida Department of Health to put out the advisory.
The lake is still higher than water managers would like, but what happens if we get releases? I'll have more on that at 5.